morning, Flosstube. My name is Crystal. This is my channel about cross stitch. This video is going up on Monday, December 28th. I'm actually filming it on Sunday, December 27th, because my husband is home and I got him to take the kids and leave for the day. Well, not for the day, for like an hour. Pardon the wet hair. I just don't care that much. I just don't care that much. So, I hope everyone had a Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. If you celebrate, Christmas was super weird for us this year. I look exhausted. If you watched my last Flosstube, then you know that we had COVID and we are still recovering. This whole illness is so weird. How for some people it's like absolutely nothing, and for other people it is death. Like, it's just so strange. So for us, we had really mild symptoms. I would say the biggest symptom for me was just being exhausted. And honestly, I'm still exhausted. My husband hasn't really said anything. I know he's tired, but he hasn't really said if he still has any symptoms. But because we don't know a whole lot about COVID, we chose to just stay home, the four of us, for Christmas. And that's the first time, I take that back. One other time, we skipped Christmas. We moved it like a week because we had the flu. But other than that, like, we always are with family on Christmas Day. So it was really strange, but it has been really nice. Really nice and quiet. And the four of us have gotten to spend a lot of time together, which is good. And, you know, it can be a lot. It can be a lot. The kids are ready to go back to school. They have another week off for Christmas vacation. And then they go back on the 4th, and they're ready. They're ready to see their friends. And I am less scared now about them being in-person school, so I'm excited. But what have we done? We looked at a lot of more Christmas lights. That's pretty much the only thing you can do when you don't know if you're still contagious or not. So we have gone and looked at a lot of Christmas lights. We took up Pokemon this year, like this last quarter of the year. My husband needed to trade, so he needed a friend. So I downloaded the game to be his friend to make the trade, and then my son decided he wanted to play Pokemon, and it just took off from there. So I feel like we play Pokemon every day, and we go see Christmas lights every day, and it's Christmas Eve. We watched church online, and that was weird. You know, we've watched church online since March, and I'm fine with that, but something about Christmas Eve service online, it just wasn't right. So we are looking forward to going back to church in January in person. We're just less scared now that we've had it and we have some antibodies. We hope. Listen, we're just guessing at this point. But that's what I'm telling myself, so we're a little less scared. We made a ham. My mom dropped off a ham for us. It was really weird. She came and she dropped off this big box of presents for the kids and some little things for Philip and I and a ham. And it was weird to stand, because we live on the second story. So we stood on our patio and kind of waved at her and talked to her for a couple minutes, and then she left, and it's just very strange. But we made a ham. We're still eating ham. And for Christmas, we had pizza rolls. And it's totally fine. Captain Crunch and pizza rolls. So it is what it is. We've talked to all of our family on video chat, and it was really nice. So anyway, pardon the coughing. I didn't do a whole lot of stitching. I don't know. I'm really looking forward to this next week. I have some really exciting things planned, but I feel like I've just been kind of in a rut. So I didn't do a whole lot of stitching, but I do have an FFO to show you. It's not my FFO though. It's my husband's. It's a diamond painting. So my husband does diamond paintings. My daughter does diamond paintings. I ordered a Halloween one and this one and a 4th of July one. And there's one more I want to get. And my husband does them for me. And my biggest issue with diamond paintings are the weird sizing issues and like, how do you finish it? So we were just measuring one day and he said, you know what? That's almost exactly 8 by 10. So we just got a black frame for it and popped it in there, and I'm happy that it's done. It's so sparkly. There is glass in front of it because I just don't know. I just don't know if those little diamonds are going to stay in there or not. It is sealed, but I just don't know. So that's his diamond painting. He come on. It's not that hard. Here we go. He diamond paints while we watch a show in the evening, or like while we watch church online. He'll diamond paint while we watch church. So it's kind of a slow process for him, but he enjoys it. Right, so that's all the FFOs I have. I do have 3 finishes. I'm highly unorganized today. All right, my first one, the stitched piece is missing. Oh, there it is. I didn't iron this. But this is the January Flip It stamp from Lizzie Kate. I have not ironed this yet. I am going to FFO it this week, so it'll get ironed then, and I'll show it when it's FFO'd. But there's January. It's not even done. Y'all, I didn't even finish that hat. Foggy brain. So I used DMC 869, 310, 3865, 722, 347, 905, 703, 322, and 809. So I will go back and finish his hat. I don't even know. And then I'll iron it and get it FFO'd. And I'll have that to show next week. So my next one was when I could tell that I did not have my mojo. Like, I was not in the groove. I have been working on the Year in Chalk series. Oh, this is my last Flip It stamp. So around the beginning of February, I will pull out my Valentine's bins. Last year at Valentine's Day, I tucked the February one in the bin with my Valentine stuff. The rest of them are out and in my like finishes bin tote thing. So once I pull that out, I will show you all 12 of them. But this is my last one, and that is very exciting. But the other seasonal monthly series that I was doing was Year in Chalk from Hands On Design. And Year in Chalk has been lovely. It's so quick. I can do a Year in Chalk pattern in one day. Except this took me 3. 3 days. But it's done. And I love it. So I'll get this FFO'd this week as well. And then I only have February left to do, and this will be done. It's just strange. It's strange, but it is opening up my calendar for more things. Okay, next I have Early Americans. I've been working on a block a month. Early Americans. And working on that section of border that month too. Okay, there you are. So I have these bags. And I've been putting labels on them. It's not working. So I think what I'm going to do is get those keychain little tags that you can write what the keys go to, and I'm just going to put them on here and write. I might actually number my whips. I might write the number on them. That might be easier. So that doesn't go to that. But in December, I worked on Betsy Ross. Oh, the glare. And I had some issues. Oh, and also the border is from Vonna Pfeiffer. You can find her on Instagram, or you can Google Vonna Pfeiffer Early Americans Border. She has designed this border. She is giving it out for free. She asks that you mention her on any social media you posted on. I am sure everyone has seen Vonna's videos. But if you haven't watched her videos, I went and watched her Cave Tales video. She is like the nicest person. But here's like a sneak at what the border looks like. So I'm using Vonas Border, and I needed to pull out my notes on my working copy. Okay. Okay. Just trying to figure out what I wrote and what it means. So here is what I have so far. And then this is the block that I worked on this month. So I have not left myself much margin. About an inch. That's scary. But it's super cute. I think I finished the block. Who knows? Maybe I'm missing. I don't know. Doesn't look like I'm missing anything. But if you'll notice, the house is brown. So the house itself is cocoa bean, and the roof is hickory sticks. So that is $8.39 is cocoa bean, and $30.21 is hickory sticks if you're using DMC. Mine looked almost exactly the same. So I did a couple rows of the house, and I didn't like it. So I pulled it out, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to find a floss. So this is DMC 414. It is not called for at all in this series. So I'm going to need to find more places that I can just kind of add it. Like maybe if there's like that pot right there, I could have changed to 414. Oh my gosh. That pot in the John Hancock. I could have changed to 414. I don't know. I'm sure there will be things in each little block that I might switch to that color. We'll see. And does anybody know? So I did this last time. I didn't know what John Hancock's the ink quill was. What is this? Does anybody know what that is? I'm wondering if that's like cellar doors. I don't know. But y'all, if you know, let me know. So, I love that one. I have no idea what block I'm working on in January. Put this away. So that was all my finishes. And then I have 2 whips. So I started this morning while we were watching church, and I'm going to work on it the rest of the day. But this is Sheep in the Meadow from Little House Needleworks. And I have started putting in these 2 sheep. So I am doing this. I am doing all 12, I think it's 12, of the little little sheep virtues in a border. Oh boy. And then Sheep in the Meadow goes in the center. Can you even see that? So this morning during church, I put in the body of those 2 sheep. I am doing this 1/1 on 18 count, except for the white. The white is 2/1. This was on a scroll frame. I don't like scroll frames. I have a stand. I don't like it. It's super cumbersome and frustrating, and I am just like a hoop girl. I would like to try a Q-snap, I think, but so that's what this Velcro was. This piece was on scroll rods. Not for me. I've tried for a few months. And this morning I just ripped it off the scroll rods. So it's just on a little hoop, and then I roll up the extra. Use these doodads to hold up the extra. That is how I stitch. So I will get back to that this afternoon after I clean the house. Anybody else with Christmas? Like, the house just explodes. We got my son. I don't want to hear any comments. My kids are super spoiled. I like giving gifts. I just like it. It's my jam. I like to give people things. It could be a meal. It could be a present. It could be a hug. It could, whatever. I like to do things for other people. It's Christmas for me does not feel like Christmas if I'm not gifting to people. Does that make sense? Like, for me, the season is really about family and slowing down and really worshiping our Savior. But the holiday part of it, for me, is about giving gifts. Sometimes that's baking and giving a gift. Sometimes that's just making freezer meals for friends. You know, if you have friends that have a lot of little kids, or a friend that just had a baby, or friends that, after Thanksgiving is flu season. So if you have friends that have caught a bug or something, you can make, a handful of freezer meals and just deliver that with a bow on top and say, thinking of you this holiday season. I hope you have a Merry Christmas. It doesn't matter what it is. I like to give things to people. So my kids, what are you eating? Really benefit from that. So my son got, I might be able to show you. He got Legos. He got every set of Mario Legos except for Bowser's Castle, which is probably going to be his birthday gift. But he got every other set. I'll show you. And here's the rule. Toys don't go in the living room. You can bring toys in the living room. You can play with your toys in the living room. When you're done with your toys, they need to leave the living room. The living room is like my space. It's not my space anymore. Look at this. Can you see that? Or is it too dark? Look at that. That is his Mario Land set up in the living room. So I told my husband, we're just going to leave it. We're going to leave it through the Christmas vacation, and we will put it away the Sunday before they go back to school. Like, it'll go on the shelves in the playroom. So the living room is covered in Mario Legos, and the cats, because we have to get the cats things, those like little puff balls with the sparkly whatever, that's their favorite toy. And they're so cheap. Junk. Absolute junk. That's their absolute favorite things. And so we get a bag of them for Christmas, and they last like a day, And they stand on their hind legs, like sit back, and they hold a ball in their hand, and they just rip it to shreds. So in all amongst the Mario Legos is cat toy shreddings. So the mess is and we have a puzzle covering the dining room table. And we have more Legos on the dining room table that are not set up yet. Like, they're just dumped on the table. So the only person who hasn't made a mess in the house is Zoe. Her mess is contained to her room, which I appreciate. But yeah, so there's just stuff. There is stuff everywhere, and I'm slowly taking down Christmas decorations. This tree will stay up for a little while. These trees will stay up for a little while, but all the stuff in the middle will come down. On our table over here, I have a tree with some lights. The ornaments will come off. The nativity will get put away. All the white decorations will stay up through January until it's time to decorate for Valentine's Day, because I decorate for Valentine's Day. So all the things. All right. So I also worked on my knitting. I am doing a cowl. I can't remember what it's called, but I link it down below. It's from ladybythebay.com. This is what it's supposed to look like. I don't know. So here's mine. So far, I have gotten from this stitch marker to here done since the last time I showed it. So it's this tall. I am knitting in the round. It's not too shabby for my first actual project. I'm pretty proud of myself. There are no major mistakes. I haven't missed any stitches or anything. I do have some tension issues, mainly in the purl section, but I think it's working itself out. Yeah, like it's working itself out. Some of them are a little bit looser than the others, but you can kind of see like here, here, here. That's where a stitch is a little bit looser than the others, but it's pretty nice. It is really cozy. And I'm supposed to stitch until I have 12 inches or I've used both. I'm using yarn from Joann's. It's the Big Twist Natural Blend yarn in the color medium gray. This is what the little wrapper looks like. And I am using size 15 circular needles. So this is the first time I've ever knit in a round, which is fun. So I'm supposed to have 216 yards of chunky weight alpaca. I have 210 yards of this Big Twist, and I think it'll be fine. I cast on 140 stitches. That's super long. It is knit 2, purl 2 all the way through, and then you do a bind off. Surprisingly stretchy bind off. So I have to watch the video tutorial for that. This is how much yarn I have left. I honestly might just use up all this yarn because I don't know what I would do with the leftover. I don't know. I might go past 12 inches because it's supposed to be bunchy. My husband calls it a shoulder blanket. He is so weird. But I think it's going to be fantastic. I don't know. I'm just going to keep going for a while. So there's that. I do need to learn how to weave in, whoa, earthquake. Sorry. Weave in my ends from when I added my new skein on. My new, is it a skein? Ball? I don't know. I don't cake things. I'm not a professional. I'm not a knitter. I'm just having a good time. And it is here in this fun little box. I really like this. Bags are a challenge to store, I feel like, and I didn't want to have another hobby in bags. So I just have these boxes and they're in the corner of my room, and y'all, I have like 6 now. It's ridiculous. But I was telling my husband, oh, this is back in here. I was telling him last night, I'm bored. I'm bored of this project. And I swore to myself I was not going to cast on anything else until I finished this. But I really want to cast something else on. Luckily, I don't have the needles that I need, I don't think. So I am going to, my next cast on, oh God, it's so soft. This is yarn from Joann's, and I'm surprised by how soft this is. Oh goodness. It's just lovely. It's the Karen Simply Soft Tweeds, and that cowl is a free pattern. I have 2 skeins of this, and on the inside you get a free pattern. This is a beginner. So it says I need 2 balls. So I have 2 of these. Does that mean I have 2 balls? I think. I don't know. I need size 8 knitting needles. Yeah. And I don't have those. So, I don't know. I really want to cast something else on though. And it looks super easy. It's cast on 38 stitches, knit 4 rows, and then proceed in rib pattern as follows. First row is knit 4, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2. The second row is knit 2, purl 2. So this is going to be, these are not the same. These are not the same. So this is for the scarf. Did you just turn off? No, okay. I don't know if you could see that or not. So this one calls for 2 balls also. Oh, this is a second level. Cast on 114 stitches. Join in the round. First round, purl. Second round, knit. What? Okay, so you do 2 rounds. One is all purl, and then one is all knit. And then you start the pattern. Boy, boy. But I think I'm going to do this one. I don't know. Maybe I need to get more yarn and do both. That's what I need to do, is just get more yarn and do both. I'm going to have all the scarves. So that's what I would really like to cast on. All right. Haul. Oh, first I got a Christmas card. I got a lot of Christmas cards I showed in my last video, I believe. I've gotten some thank you cards because I sent out ornaments to some Flosstubers that I watch that have really brought some joy this year. But one of the cards I got, do y'all ever just like get so excited that you like pee your pants? Or you could pee your pants? I got a card from Priscilla and Chelsea, and it has a pattern on it. It has a pattern on it. So that was like a little bit of a squeal because I got a new pattern. So there's that. Whew. And then haul-wise from, what's this? From Cottage Needle, I got this is July. Wordplay. I'm so excited. I have almost all of them now. I had a heck of a time finding August. A heck of a time. But I have ordered it. And then here is June. I had to pull it out because the packing slip was tucked in there. Oh, you guys. Order from the Cottage Needle. You get a needle. I love them. They're the Baby Bowens size 28. They're fantastic. Baby Bowen needles are fantastic. So let me put this back. So I believe I ordered May and August. I need February, March, and April. Word plays. So what am I doing? And then from Fat Quarter, oh, I got my Prim Stitch series. I haven't been showing these as they come in, but I am in the Prim Stitch series club. So this is number 6, Home and Hearth. These are by Lori Holt. I plan to stitch them all as one big piece. Yeah, that's the plan. I just don't know when I will start it. I don't know. Some point, right? So, I think, oh, I also have one more piece of haul. Oh, you guys. So, Teresa Kogut has a Patreon. Now, I don't follow a lot of people on Patreon because, to be honest, I just can't afford it. My hobby is cross-stitching. My hobby is not watching videos or whatever. So, mostly I spend my money on patterns and fabric and floss. But Teresa Kogut is one of my favorite designers. I would say my favorite designers are pretty, like, it's pretty obvious. Hands-on design, Stitching with the Housewives, Fat Quarter Shop, Lori Holt, Fat Quarter Shop for sure. I love Teresa Kogut's stuff. I'm sure that I have more favorites. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. Well, I like Lizzie Kate's. They're easy. Sorry. So Teresa Kogut has a Patreon. Go follow it. Go follow it this month. Join her Patreon this month at least a level 3. So I went in at tier 3. It goes up to 4. So I went in at tier 3, and you get a couple of patterns free a month. And you get coloring pages. It's really, 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 really cool. But she's starting a sal in 2021 called Winter Bouquet. I can't remember what the sal is. You'd have to watch her video. But this is Winter Bouquet. It's just a black and white copy. But how cute is that? And it's 140 by 100, so it's not massive. And it looks totally doable. So I'm going to do the sal with her. This pattern is only available through her Patreon. Who knows, in a year or so she may put it out. In her videos, she has been showing a lot of like old paintings that she's done because, you know, she was primarily a painter, I believe. And the list of things that ran through my head thinking, you need to turn that to cross stitch. You need to turn that into cross stitch. Yep, that too into cross stitch was crazy long. And she said, like, it's not that I don't have the stuff to turn into cross stitch. I don't have the time. So she may put this out, especially since it's already charted. Like, it's already a pattern. So this may go out for sale in like a year or so. Who knows? But it's on her Patreon now. Go get it. Join her for the sal. Watch her video to find out more. I'll have the actual tag probably in my next video because I'm going to start it very soon. So I think that's, this week, Wednesday, look for my 2021 plans video. That will be going up on Wednesday. I will say one of my plans for 2021 is to work on Pandemic. I am starting Pandemic on New Year's Eve. If anyone wants to join me, I don't know if there's a hashtag. I know that 2 Martini Stitcher is also starting it on New Year's Eve. I don't know if she has a hashtag or not, but if anyone has wanted to start Pandemic and like me feels like it needs to be started in 2020, even if that means I put 50 stitches in, whatever. I will be starting that on New Year's Eve. So if anyone wants to join, yeah, because the video was up on the 30th and I'm starting at the 31st. So I'm letting you know now if you want to join. I am doing it, and I know 2 Martini Stitcher Erin is, at least that's what she has said, in recent weeks that she is starting pandemic on New Year's Eve. And I really just feel like, oh, girl, I just painted these chairs and it's already nasty. Kids, I tell ya. They got goobery fingerprints. But yeah, I just feel like it needs to be started in the year that the pandemic started. I don't know. Who knows how long this pandemic's going to go? Does it end in 2020? I don't know. Probably not. Anyway, that's all I have. Look for that video on Wednesday. I am sorry I don't have as much stitching to show. I just have been... I don't know. I don't know what I've been. Not sick, just not 100%. So, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Like I said, I hope you had a really happy Christmas and are looking forward to a new year. Even if things outside of my house don't change, I really love January 1st as just like a clean slate. In my head, it's a clean slate. Just like every Monday is a clean slate. That's why I love Mondays. So I'm looking forward to 2021 with high hopes, and I just know to go into it with different expectations than I did last year. So I hope everyone has a really happy New Year. We are having a New Year's Eve party here with our kids. It involves blowers and hats and funny glasses and popping streamers all over the living room, and watching the ball drop on Netflix at 8 o'clock and going to bed. So, and having white grape juice as champagne and fun champagne glasses. That is our New Year's Eve party. We have it every single year. Kids are looking forward to that. So, yeah, I hope everyone has a good finale to the holiday season, and like me, is looking forward to a fresh start. Even if we wake up on Friday and it's the same as Thursday, hopefully our mindsets have changed. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I will have another Flosstube up next Monday, I believe, Lord willing, and my plan video up on Wednesday. And until then, I hope everyone has a really great week and a super happy new year. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And I will see you guys next week.